Hey guys, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make your VRChat account presentable. More specifically, what to write in your bio and how to have your bio presented, to say it like that, so that whenever someone goes to your profile, they are presented with certain things and informations. Now, of course, judging from person to person, you can have in your bio whatever you want. Now, the most basic rule for what do you want to have in your VRChat bio is, of course, a little bit information about yourself, some things that you like hobbies that you have, or if you're interested in technology, whatever. But the reason why I'm making this video is because of two reasons. Number one, there's a lot of new players in VRChat that just don't know what to write in their bio. So I would see someone have, oh, I'm bad at writing bios, or I don't know what to put in my bio. As well as I've seen some information that shouldn't be out there, and you should really, take care of your bio, to say it like that, because first impressions always matter. And if you have something completely out of pocket, then maybe not everyone is going to view that as a good thing. So let's start things off. So in your bio, you should have something about yourself, little info, and hobbies or interests. In the section about yourself, usually what you can have is your age. You can have your name if you want to, if you choose to do so, or your online name, or how you go by, or how you want people to call you. You can have your gender if you want, or if you care about that. You just want to keep it short and simple. You don't want to give out too much information, a little bit out of pocket, or certain information that people won't know until they personally ask you, unless you really, really need to, if you have the need. I would personally avoid having any relationship statuses or something like that, unless you're always being constantly asked. I would avoid anything personal like that. Simply because, again, your bio should be nice, short, and simple, and not too much informative. At the end of the day, people should get to know you better and then start to, ask certain questions. And bio should be just quick little informations, so not too much detail. But pretty much about yourself should be just not more than 2 lines. I think that is plenty. In the next section, we're going to have information. Now, information can usually hold something like if you're a 3D artist or 2D artist. Let's say that you do commissions for either texturing or 3D models. You can also put something catchy, like maybe what your job is if you have an interesting job. Usually in the info section, you would want to have something that would get someone interested into getting to talk to you. So this will be a little like extra information, basically. So if you're working a cool job, or if you have something that you do cool or unique, let's say maybe you make soaps or something, you can put something in here. In the middle usually is what you should have to get the people to be interested, to get to know you and or ask you questions. I would avoid putting stuff like what your hardware is, simply because this doesn't look professional at all. I personally don't think that anyone should have in this bio, because anyone who has this is either flexing or they just simply don't know what to put in their bio, so they just kind of throw it out there and they just use this, which is understandable, but I would personally avoid using what hardware you use, simply because it doesn't really look appealing. And the third and last section could be hobbies and interests. So this can be what your hobbies, what you do for a hobby, or interests if you, let's say, fix cars or aren't interested in cars or something like that, like sports or something. You can also have maybe your favorite music artists, so people that way can, get to know you more and ask you questions. In this section, usually what you want to have is just that little bit of extra spice, to say like that, like icing on cake, just so that people would maybe relate to you in some kind of way. So if you like to party, let's say, or if you're a party person in VRChat, you can add that. One thing I would also avoid is admitting to things right out the way. So I would maybe avoid saying that you enjoy alcohol or something like that. Personally, because again, the first impressions always matter, and some people, including myself, when I see someone that has stuff like that, like they're a drinker or whatever, or a smoker or a pothead, I wouldn't really want to get to know that person. Even if you are, it's not how you want to make your first impression, so I would personally avoid putting anything that related when it comes to that. The fourth thing would be links. So this would be located at the bottom of your account. Now here you can put your YouTube, if you do YouTube or if you make YouTube videos, or let's say TikTok or Twitter or Instagram. You can have up to 3 links. So personally, if you're a 3D or 2D artist, you can promote your website or you can promote your Twitter, whatever. You can use these links simply to just promote your account or your social media. And the fifth and final thing would be your bio. I personally would never leave this empty. In this section, you always want to have at least something. Now you can, let your inner silliness go out and you can put something silly or something clickbaity that would out of pocket, that would get people to click on your account, or that would want to make people check out your profile. Don't put anything that's, again, too much or too information or too weird. Personally, I would stick it to either something silly or like a silly quote or something like that, but don't leave it empty. You can use this to your advantage because the bio that you have is always seen by other people. So when they look up in your name tag, you're going to always, that's like one of the first things that people read. So, use this little section to your advantage to kind of, I guess, reel people in or to make them laugh or get interested, basically, to get to know you. So I've seen too many people leave this section empty and they could just use it to their advantage and they just don't know it. So like I said, please don't go and attack me in YouTube comments for, I'm not forcing anyone to, have their bio like this, nor you need to have your VRChat bio like this. But I'm speaking from personal experience. I've been playing this game for 7 years now, and I've definitely seen all sorts of different bios. There's literally people who go on VRChat to just read people's bios and make fun of them in some kind of way. You really shouldn't do this. But what I'm saying is, bio is something that you shouldn't leave empty and you should really put nicely. You don't need to go professional, like for a business application or something, but don't have it too much out of pocket. Have it nice and short and simple, basically to how people to get to know you. Don't have certain things that I mentioned in, because again, these types of informations just pull people away and they are not interested in you whatsoever. So I hope that this video helped you out. I'm sorry if I missed out on some informations. Let me know that in the comments what you think, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.